Beatrice, you got your hand up. What would you like to say, my dear?
Yeah, good morning or good evening to everyone, independent in what area you are. And so we receive a very good question on Turtle Island, and I would like to discuss with everybody here. It was a little bit on link with the coronation of the King Charles. And the people answer was if they can invoke Magna Carta, because Magna Carta limit the absolute power of the king, and they fear that King Charles will come over them with all the great reset and everything, and they were looking for a solution. So my answer quickly, a little bit about the Magna Carta. Magna Carta, it's about practically the great charter that was brought forward by the royals itself, by the UK royals. So it's not, has nothing to do with we, the people. And when the people in the past try to suppress, to limit the power of the UK royals in the world in general. So this has nothing to do with universal natural law, because with universal natural law, with divine law, this King Charles and all the royals, they have no power over the people. And GPMS.org supports divine law. It is all about universal natural law. So it is the real shift of the power towards the people, the 99%. So King Charles is just another individual that will have a right of only one vote among other 6 billion or how many people there will be, or if will be found as criminal in the future, will have practically no reason to vote, will have no power even of the vote. So the people concerned, because right now it's like a taking over again over Canada, United States, all this area, because right now also even that King Charles is not coming as royalty, official royalty towards the United States, this influence a lot. So the people started to see a little bit what influence will be in Canada and also other countries, because right now we have this coronation in place. So the people needs to know something also. We have God, creator, given unalienable rights. So we are born with these rights. UK royals has absolutely nothing to do with our unalienable rights that we have to the moment of our conception, and nobody can give us rights, because these UK royals, they are not our God, they are not our creator, and has nothing to do with finally the human race. So Lee, if you want to add something more about Magna Carta, or Rick, this will be just amazing. Thank you.
For I, Beatrice, I've dismissed the Magna Carta a long time ago as anything with solidity, because it got lost in legality. I don't speak to royals. I speak to those acting as if they are. These aren't kings or queens. They have no standing and no status. It's fake for me, completely and utterly. So no, I've got no question for you, my dear. I don't have any fear about what they're attempting to do on that lower timeline. It all implodes very, very soon.
Yeah. What I will say on this is that the people have the absolute power. The only thing that distinguished in the past a ruler or a king was their wealth, you know, their stock of gold or what have you. However, what GPMS does, it recognizes everyone as equal. So a King Charles figure is only another person, another soul. The King Charles does not have any superiority over people. We are all equal. And, you know, it's been written and in many places and prevalent over time for this very time that, you know, in the course upon the planet, when there was complete tyranny and let's say dictatorship, the onus is on the people. They are the absolute power. So the obligation and responsibility is on the people to take control of everything upon the planet. And this is what's occurring. And with this, it is GPMS again, it is the peaceful move to do that. And it is the superior law when the people, what we're doing, are all joined together and documenting it, all of the agreements and adding it up. It's incontestable as well. So we're doing this as a whole. And what this does, any of the wealth from any kings or queens, or if you will, any cabal, it's worthless right at this point because GPMS exists. So when you have the past rulers and governments and the central banks creating money, when we're equal to them, which we are right now, or even above, we have the same full ability and lawful capacity to create money. So what occurs is their stores of wealth, like precious metals and you know, GDPs and all of these other factors that they had, it becomes worthless. It has no value. And what we're doing is we activate the intrinsic value of every soul, which is their God sovereign rights, if you will. And so it cannot be, there is nothing more powerful than the individual intrinsic rights and the choice to all come together to do what is right upon the planet. So GPMS also essentially, it just makes money the same way money is created now. However, it uses money as the full tool to advance humanity forward in the absolute place of comfort. So it's the exact opposite of what was here now. Yeah, Lee, go ahead.
Yeah, the inversion. So I've been told that where I am now in the Philippines, this is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, if not the wealthiest, and there's no way people will lose that. People will let go of their shiny things and their money, their gold. That's not the case. This is not true. They are happy to let go of it. They found something else to unite to that releases money for everybody. They've only been holding it because in their old system they needed to. So even there's a sovereign country here that can print its own money. I meet with them in a couple of weeks. I believe they're on board with GPMS too, as a sovereign country that's printing its own money. They're saying we'll join with GPMS as well. They see. So what we're seeing is a progression in the consciousness from what was to what will be. And these old, let's say, ideologues, this old methodology is being dropped. People are seeing that there is a new way. They're not going to go, you know, once you realize what GPMS is, you don't go back to a Magna Carta or a constitution. Saying that, though, Beatrice, what they have got here is a Lemurian archipelago constitution for the indigenous peoples, which has been agreed through an IPRA law, which they inserted here in 97, I believe. They've got 3,000 at the moment, what do they call them? Customary lawyers that are versed in natural law, albeit their own constitution that they've written with natural divine law in mind. It's called their constitution, and they're utilizing it now against their own senators to state that their 30 million indigenous people are being abused by the system, even though the system gave them this right. So all of this is aligning straight to GPMS too, and they see it. So if I can, or when I can, I'll get you a copy of this constitution that they've got here, and see how it aligns with you over there. And you may be able to use it as a resistance piece in Canada for a wee while, should that be necessary divinely.